Hey, it's Lindsay, and Happy New Year. I filmed some clips from the beginning of January while I was still on vacation, and surprise, surprise, I'm still in my personal ring setup. So I thought I would take you along for, some planner updating and journaling with me, and that I would just chat about things. Maybe talk about some New Year's goals and intentions, and maybe a bit of an update on how things have been going in my personal rings. I'm currently in my Gillio Brown, which was a Christmas gift from my husband. This is low-key my workhorse planner cover. It can hold 2, almost 3 months worth of inserts, even with my dailies, and that's why I took it with me on vacation, because I have all of December in here and a first couple weeks of January. I'm currently doing my morning planning routine while having a cup of coffee at my parents' house, and my morning routine is pretty much updating habit trackers. I have a whole section dedicated to habit trackers because that's my planning love language, I think. And it's always exciting for a new year to start and getting a fresh new set of habit trackers print and cut. All of my habit trackers, I think, are in my shop now. So I'll have my shop listed below. It's the Ghosting Pen, and there's a little discount code if you feel so inclined to check it out. I'm also doing all my writing with my trusty and polarizing Pilot Vanishing Point and extra fine inked with the Atramentis Archive Ink. This is still my ride or die gear number 3 now. I think I got this in 2021, the pen body at least. We won't talk about the pen nib incident of 2022, but yeah, still my go-to pen. So 2024, what are my intentions? I guess I haven't verbalized them yet. I guess first and foremost, we are hoping to move. Our lease is up in June, and at the very least, we'll be moving across town to a different apartment, but hopefully across the country. We're currently in the southern part of the United States, and I desperately miss the snow and cold weather and being able to breathe my air. But more importantly, the mountains. I am hoping we'll relocate to Colorado or Minnesota are kind of the 2 places we're considering right now, but we'll see. There's a lot of decisions to make before that time comes up, so I really need to get on it and getting sections set up in my planner to help me make those decisions and track them and get things going. Another intention I have for 2024 is to do a soft no-buy or a low-buy for all personal things, mostly planners, but also clothing and home decor and plants. Oh my gosh, I do not need another plant in my house. I started propagating a bit last year, and there are too many. So more info to come on that. I actually started December 1st, and yeah, almost 2 months into that. So I'll be doing a specific video talking about my approach and my thoughts and my why and all that. But say hi to Remy, my parents' dog. He's my goofy brother. Morning. Hey, welcome back. The angle of this video is kind of weird because I'm still on holiday, but I thought I'd show you what I got for Christmas. Yeah, this is like my unicorn planner. This is a Filofax Ranger in brown in personal size, and my parents found it for me on eBay, and I've been wanting this planner for years, and oh my gosh, if I could find it in a pocket. Now I'm like obsessed. But this is, I guess, a vintage Filofax. I think they stopped making it in like 96 or 99, and I'm a 90s baby, so yeah, anyway, it's got like another load of pockets. The only like big downside is the pen loop does not fit any of my pens. So I'm just putting my fountain pen in the rings there, but there's lots of card pockets, and there's a slip here, mesh pockets. In the back there is another big mesh pocket and a slip pocket, and then in the front there is a zipper pocket and two gusseted pockets. So this would make an excellent wallet, truly. And then on the back here, there's also a slip pocket, which is where I'm keeping my straight edge right now. And yeah, I'm like high-key obsessed with it. There's something about this that is 100% the vibe for 2024, and I'm really excited to be using this one for a while. Another big project for me for 2024 is working on my mental and physical health. 2023 was such a weird year for me, and I mean, looking back, nothing bad really happened, but I wasn't very happy. I think I spent the majority of 2023 depressed and over anxious and in an analysis paralysis and just not looking forward to much. And I don't want that for myself for 2024. I want to be happier, more positive, looking forward to things, finding joy in things. So a lot of work to unpack and try and figure out what that action plan looks like for 2024. But priority number one is working on managing my stress and anxiety, particularly around work. I've mentioned it a little bit, but I work as a solution architect for a company that I've been with for, this will be year number 9. It's quite the relationship. So that's really big on my list. either figuring out another role or a better way to manage it. Probably need to get into some therapy this year. And then physical health as well, trying to move my body more, have a better relationship with food, and create existing healthy habits that I can maintain long term. It's been a while since I focused on sort of the physical aspect of health, but I think a ring planner is going to really help me with that because of this habit tracker section, which is what I'm filling out currently. I love the magic of putting all my habit trackers together. It's like I can magically keep up with them. It's the small things. But yeah, I think those are my big top 3 for 2024. Not a small undertaking, and I need to figure out how I'm going to break them down and track them in my planner a little bit more. But for now, most of them are encompassed in a habit tracker or scheduled on my monthly. So I know I'll make progress one way or the other. All right, so fast forward and I've made it back home, and maybe we'll chat some about my planner now. But first of all, I need to downsize my planner a little bit by archiving my December pages. I am still archiving my inserts in this Franklin Covey compact archive binder, and it is the Franklin Covey compact size, which is the same hole punch as personal. And if you do use Franklin Covey compact size inserts, these are perfect. But I'm pulling out my daily pages, the 2023 habit trackers that I tucked away in the back, and my December mood log and things like that. I have been trimming down some acetate and making these little monthly tabs so I can flip through and find my sections pretty easily. So I just set up my January one, and I do pull that out when I archive it as well, so I can thumb through in the archive binder. The tabs are by Travelers Company, by the way. It's kind of fun to use my Travelers Company stuff in rings. There are no rules, right? I didn't do a whole lot of sketching in December, but I had one page front and back, and that's okay. So I'm pulling that out to archive as well. But yeah, personal rings, we are still going strong. 2 months under my belt, and as I'm doing this voiceover, 70 days in this system. I might need to do like a 90-day update or something, because that's just crazy for me. I think I am president incumbent of the Planner Hopping Guild, and still absolutely nothing wrong with planner hopping, and I'm sure I will switch maybe to like pocket rings later in 2024, but I don't really see myself leaving rings for a while, which I know will make some people sad, but I have to do what works best for me. And gosh, I have found so much time back from being in rings. I pretty much plan the same way. It doesn't matter what it is, whether I'm in a Hobonichi Weeks, a cousin, or my rings or bullet journal. My systems are pretty consistent. How I plan really doesn't change, but being in rings, I found that it's almost effortless to be consistent with my memory keeping and journaling and sketching and planning, because I'm really good at staying consistent with my planning and my daily logs, and by doing memory keeping on the exact same page, it's pretty much like habit stacking. I took a really consistent habit and now I'm really consistent at evening journaling, and I'm getting more consistent as sketching, and I'm keeping up with my habit trackers better, and what I'm tracking is on the forefront of my mind because I'm looking through them regularly. And yeah, I'm still really loving this consolidated one book system. I am thinking I'm gonna add a pocket rings into the mix as a wallet on the go calendar type of thing, but I haven't quite decided if I'm going to pull the trigger on that. It's kind of a gateway drug to downsize to pocket, and I'm really loving personal. I don't think I could journal the same way in pocket as I'm doing in personal, but we'll see. That might be an adventure for later this year, or maybe 2025 if we dare think about that in January of 2024. But I was mentioning, I feel like I've gotten so much time back. Even when I'm in other bound books, I'm always juggling 2 or 3 systems and backfilling them, and it's all the same stuff. I'm just translating it from notebook to notebook. And since moving into personal rings, I really haven't touched any other notebooks. Was one weekend where I set up my 2024 Hobonichi weeks just to have it set up. That video is on my Patreon, by the way, if you are interested in what that ended up looking like. But in general, I've been pretty faithful to my personal size, and because I'm not backfilling 3 or 4 different planners, 1, as I mentioned, I've been really consistent, but 2, I have so much more time, and it's wild how much time I was spending doing things like that. Not that I consider it wasted time, but it's kind of nice to feel like I've gained a little bit of time, but not really given up anything in what I want for my stationary life. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully you catch my drift. But anyway, I'm looking forward to another month in my personal rings, and I'm excited to see what 2024 has in store for us. If you made it this long, thanks for listening. I hope you have a great start to your year, and I hope you're getting into your new notebooks and your planners and you're feeling comfortable. And if you join me for Team Rings in 2024, let me know down below. I'm looking for some more YouTube channels to stock. But thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon.